Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. I am very bitter about the fact that the human race feeds on negativity. I can make 10 positive videos, and one of my New Year's resolutions, when it is justified, and those are key words, when it's justified, I want to create at least 5 positive videos about this community and game for every one video that's viewed as critical or negative. Because I'm just doing my best to dispel what I think is a myth that my channel just exists to complain about the game. But you know that there's a good percentage of the community that just associates me and KT1 and others with just this hyper negativity, which we see more as the ability to be objective and call out things that are hurting the player without fear of retribution from a company that doesn't own our ability to have a content creator program access, for example. So I also know that because the human race thrives on negativity, that for every 10 videos that are positive, they'll get combined at times half the views combined, all 10 of those. That one video will be about something shady Kabam's doing. And I wish that wasn't the case. I wish it was the opposite, actually. I wish the negative one would get 200 views and the positive one would get 3,000. But that's just not the way it works, and this is not a MCOC thing, this is not a YouTube thing, this is a human condition thing. So, even though there are going to be people who say that all I do is make videos that are negative because they only watch the ones that are recommended to them, which are the ones that usually have the most views, which are usually ones that are more critical of the establishment, so to speak, this video is not going to condemn the establishment. It is going to praise the establishment. Because these things are the greatest thing to ever happen in the game. That might sound like it's hyperbole, but I believe it. I believe it with every fiber in my being that this is how you keep the community excited to play the game in between whale holidays. We have this horrible problem right now in the game that because July 4th had such insane value, and it always has the best rewards, but not to the extent that you go from having 3 rank 5 6 stars to 15. Or 0 rank to 7 stars. I saw somebody who had double digits. 10 rank 2 7 stars. How does somebody get to open 5 Titan crystals? All of this is outside of the grasp of my knowledge. I cannot process such accomplishments of the monetary order because even though my channel still makes revenue, it is pennies compared to what people spend on this game. And yet I'm very thankful that I can talk about a channel revenue in regards to spending $5 an offer and $10 an offer or $50 on crystals or whatever. But this, I know this can't be permanent, but can we at least make it more than once a year? Can't we at least have this be a tradition? And I know gifting is its own special thing after Cyber Weekend, so maybe this would be a tradition after, I don't know, spring cleaning. Maybe this would be a tradition after gifting. Maybe you want to start the year in January with the Legend Celebration Crystal, which they've done sort of versions of this in Chinese New Year stuff and all that. Beginning of the year, maybe there have been a couple years ago, because I've been doing this for so long, where the best daily card of the year was January 1st to try to start the year off and reset the excitement for purchasing things in the game. But these, of course, they could make a boatload if you, let's say they said, how much would you pay? Would you buy 5 of them for $10 if they were $2 a piece? I would. But you can get up to 3+ hours that roll over, technically 3 hours, almost like 3.5 of these a day. And I'm recording this as a reminder visually that I have 16 minutes until my next one. And I will open all 3 during live streams, which tonight is the first live stream in 48 hours that I'll have. And I'm excited. Also, speaking of which, I am actively using these crystals to pass up regular revives, because I've got so many of those in the overflow for the Brutal DLX challenge, most likely. I'm passing up on regular revives for incursion revives and incursion team revives for the Legends run I'm going to do at the end of this month. Live. Probably on a Saturday. This Saturday I'm going to Kansas City. Shout out to Kansas City. But probably 2 weeks from today. I think, let's make sure this event still has 14 days left. I think it does, because the Vanishing Quest has 17 days left, and you'd think that the Legendary Incursions wouldn't end until the event quest ends. I think the side quest and the event quest usually go hand in hand. So my plan is to get a couple more opportunities, and I'll probably have more than I need, but I still love to purchase these things for free. You can see I've got 4 of each because I haven't bought them before. But the best thing to ever happen to the game is these Legends crystals, and Kabam did such a great job of not making them already outdated, like the daily crystals, and to a certain extent even the daily card feels right now, or daily special is probably a better way to put it. I'm really proud of everything that went into these, and it's the greatest thing to ever happen to the game. If Kabam wants players to want to log in, these are like summoner appreciation crystals. That's how I look at them. Yeah, you can call them Legend Celebration crystals, but I call them summoner appreciation crystals. And the best way to get people excited about them is to keep them up. I'm thankful they're around for 2 weeks, because I do think there was at least 1 year where they're only around for 1 week. It was a 7-day experience, and that was too little. Half a month is fantastic. I would love for them to have it be available for 30 days, but they would probably argue that's hurting the economy of the game too much, which I don't know if that's true or not, but they would say it. Either way, shout out to Kabam. These are awesome. I was excited to make this positive video praising them because these are free and they're not progression based. So imagine if I'm loving these as a Paragon player, imagine the progress you can make by not spending money for people who are proven, people who are Conqueror, Uncollected, you name it. That's really where Kabam's doing the most good. And unlike gifting crystals, which cost 300 units a piece, and that's very expensive, especially if you don't have a big roster to do the arena in and you just have to buy units with your Unit Man credit card, these are free. Like, let's just appreciate this for what it is. We'll have plenty of reasons to criticize Kabam and complain about Kabam, but today is not one of those days, my friend. Today is a day to be thankful that this exists.